have to get into controversies. Fine, let's start.
I have to grill you, no.
Fine. I'm ready, teacher.
It's the 8th film which has crossed the $1 million mark.
Go like, I love you, USA.
Golden leg and everything. So does that put a lot of pressure on you?
Silver, copper, steel, scrap. so again is now back to being golden $1 million.
You can always be replaced. So have you gotten over that feeling?
You know, just it's a step-by-step process, and then you reach on the top, and you're like, now who's replacing me? Who's coming? Because what do you do next?
You're now called a fashionista, right?
And I blame Girja for that. She got me into this damn thing and now I can't stop. No, you have to do the hair, you have to do the makeup, you have to wear the clothes, the uncomfortable clothes, the uncomfortable heels. I'm really tired. I really want to go in jeans and t-shirts.
So you worked with all the top stars, Mahesh Babu, NTR, Pawan Kalyan.
Your power stars, this is exactly, there was cajoling, there was like, no, sir, you can do it. And you said, like, really? I can do it? Really? So after I called him Papa Garu.
Your pictures with Sitara all over and create a lot of memes also. So
Mahesh hates me for this, but she's definitely going to be a superstar heroine. And Mahesh says she'll become a scientist. I said, sure, she'll play a scientist in the like, shut up.
Let you go get your afternoon nap. Hi Samantha, thanks for being on the show. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
It's my pleasure. I've been waiting to do this.
Thanks to
you.
Thanks to your fans for actually pushing you to do it. So on Twitter they've been like, when do you interview Samantha? When do you interview?
No, I've been really wanting to do it as well because I really like what you're doing, and also that you love me makes a lot of difference to my life. So I really want to do this too.
So are you having a nervous breakdown right now, or does that happen only during your films?
Well, it depends upon the questions you're going to ask me. You can ask me the same question in 15 minutes and then I'll tell you.
Okay, so are you sure you have only 24 hours in a day?
Well, for the last 8 months, I'm not so sure exactly. I have been working like a crazy person, I think, but I think it's all coming together really well and it's all worth it at the end.
Right. Talking about time, your film 24 is doing so well, and it's the 8th film which has crossed the $1 million mark. So congrats on that. And
from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to wear I Love USA cheerleader T-shirt and go like, I love you USA.
Oh God. Yeah. So basically now you're called the $1 million baby and golden leg and everything. So does that put a lot of pressure on you?
Well, I'll be honest, it does because it's not always been like that. There was a golden leg, golden hand, golden face happening, and then there was a phase probably in 2013 and 14 where I became silver, copper, steel, scrap. so again is now back to being golden $1 million. But so I think that I'm getting stronger with every passing year. It was difficult initially, but I'm getting stronger.
Right. Talking about your work, you've been working almost every single day, apart from those few days where you took off for your birthday. So how do you push yourself each day to get to work? What drives you?
The kind of films that I am being a part of, they say like when it rains it pours. So the films, all 4 films releasing this summer are very special, very unique. They're all different from the other. Like already I've had 2 releases and 2 super hits. Terry was very different from 24. Terry was it was mass, but it also had, I kind of walked away with an impact.
Right.
I left an impact on people in this film, even though it was an out and out mass commercial entertainer. And 24 is a very intelligent film. It's a very risky project, but also an intelligent film to be a part of, and I just had to be a part of this film, whatever role was offered to me. And I think the same goes for Nitya as well.
Right.
We both knew what was happening on this film, and we definitely had to be a part of it, come what may.
Right. So how have you been picking your scripts, trying to find a balance?
I think post, the whole Anjan, Rabasa, Rame Avasthavaya, that phase, I think I decided that I should stop like trying to piggyback on other people and just do films only that where I feel connected to the role, not piggyback on combinations, but also focus on what am I bringing to the film. So I think that change brought about the selection of 30, 24, Tangamagan, Brahmotsam. They're all very different from each other, and I have different roles to play, because if I play the same thing, not only the audience, even I'm getting really bored. So I think this change was very necessary.
So what does success mean to you, especially when you have limited role to play in a big commercial film? So does a hit actually boost your confidence?
Very much.
Or is it all just luck?
It's a mix. I would say it's a mix. It's a mix. Definitely, even if I had planned meticulously, I wouldn't have been able to have a summer. I wouldn't have been able to arrange a summer like what I'm having right now. So it's a mix of hard work, a mix of luck, destiny. It's a mix of all those things. A hit is very, very important for any actor.
Right.
You might be a good actor or a decent actor, but hits are very, very important. Being successful at the box office is very important, and I think that I've had a mix of hits and mix of performance-oriented films.
So do you believe in luck, or is it destiny? Because you can connect the dot backwards only, right? So.
Yeah, I am. I always say that I am God's favorite child. I had great highs, decent lows, not ridiculously bad lows, but great highs.
Right. In your previous interviews, Samantha, you've said that you've been very clear that you want to make money. So have you tried to strike that balance between finding that perfect role, or?
I have still never ever signed a film for the money. So as much as I say yes, you need to earn, I don't think that my heart is really in the money. My list of prerogatives for signing a film, the last would be the money. The first would be like script, director, hero, then money.
So you've let go of films which actually paid you a lot?
Yeah, I think initially in my career itself I did things like this. Initially in my career, I think my greatest decision was doing IGA and letting go of 2 mass masala films that were paying triple what IGA was paying me. And if I had committed to IGA, I wouldn't have been able. The decision was commit IGA. You can't do the other films because it required a lot of dates. Plus the remuneration was 1/3 of the other films. But I knew that. I think that was one risky decision that I made, which I'm very, very thankful for very early in my career.
Right. So given the stature you are in right now, I'm sure you get a script every other week. Apart from the fact that you don't have dates, what is the other reason that you give for not signing a project?
I think, right now it's always like, oh sorry, I don't have dates, but it's mostly because if I don't connect to the project, I just can't bring myself to do it. However, nobody can convince me. Like once I decide to do a project, it's head on. I'm willing to reduce my remuneration, but once I decide not to do a project, nobody in the world can convince me to do so.
Right. So since you would have let go of lot of scripts, what's the most preposterous script that's come your way? Do you recollect any?
I can't say that now, but there are quite a few where I've thought people are actually putting money on this project. Yeah, there are quite a few. I can't name names because those projects have happened and other people have been a part of it.
So on a scale of 1 to 100, how greedy are you as a person?
100. I am extremely greedy. This also has its positive. It has its positives. It also has its negatives. But yeah, I'm very greedy, especially when it comes to work.
Work. So is there any quality of yours that you hate?
My insecurities. I think that something that I have never changed since a child is something that I've not been able to let go of. Are my insecurities. I've changed so much as a person, become better, become stronger, become more talented, become a whole range of things, but this is something that I carry along and trod along every day with.
Right, Samantha, in the past you said that when you're on the top, you can always be replaced. So have you gotten over that feeling?
Yeah, that's the thing about when I was, on the way to the top. It's you just have one focus, right? You don't really care who's around, what's around. You just like pick the right films, do really good, do hard work, and it's a step by step process. And then you reach on the top, and you're like, now who's replacing me? Who's coming? Because what do you do next? What do you do next? So I think for a little bit, I became this really, what do I do next? Very uncomfortable phase. And then I guess I realized that it's okay. It's okay to let other people do the films that anyways I am kind of bored and tired of, like the whole 5 songs, the lead scenes before the songs, the damsel in distress. Actually, I'm going to say that it's okay. Let the other girls do it. They're all beautiful. They're all talented. Let them do it. I have started wanting to do things that I am challenged. I need to be challenged to go to work every day, and that's my driving force.
Right.
I need a fight. If I don't have a fight every day, I'm going to wither and die, and I'm not going to be able to work the way I'm working. It's only because I have a challenge that I survive. So I need challenges, and I think I'm focusing on that right now, on doing films that challenge me.
So when you said that you're unaffected by being replaced or your position, but is there any moment where it actually haunts your dreams?
Well, I'm getting into the next phase, I feel, of my life. The aggression has died down a bit, and at the risk of scaring a lot of people, I think I want to settle down, and I'm getting into that phase of my life where I want to take things slow and do quality work and settle down maybe. Not so soon, but in the process.
Eventually, okay.
I don't believe that you can just get up one day and say, okay, I quit, and just go to the next phase. It's a process, of that takes a while. So I think that I've started that process.
That transition.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we talk of dream, what is it that you dream of? I'm sure your army of fans would want to know about.
I dream really that I can be as successful as I am a star. I can be as successful as in the next phase of my life, like the family and wife or mother, because it's always been about me. Samantha's star work was very self-centric. My entire world was very self-centric. It didn't really have much room for other people and other responsibilities. I was only responsible to myself. So I fear that it's difficult when you live such a self-centric life to actually how good will I be at giving, at looking after somebody else, and not just a child, a husband, or So I do worry if I can transition well into that phase. So I dream about being as successful in that phase too.
Right. So, Samantha, you have like a huge number of fans who come to your rescue every time for everything. So, do you get that optimism from them, or is it the other way around,
Very,
that
very much.
your optimism rubs on them?
I think it works both ways. I think, I'm a very simple person. What you see is what you get. Um, I can't really be anybody else but myself. Like, I can't put on a facade. I can't act after 6 p.m. after call, after pack up. So there is a genuine connect that I have with a large number of people. Like, my only access is right now Twitter, and I trust them. I mean, these people are not on some Samantha is the best, Samantha is amazing trip. They are when they don't like something, they point it out. They are not scared of me in any way. So I respect them a lot, and I value their judgment. I believe that what they're telling me is true. So they give me immense strength. I am in touch with many of them, even on the phone and SMSs. So I think that it works both ways. I'm really happy that I have a good influence in their life, and they have a tremendous influence in mine.
Right. So, Samantha, of late, a lot of discussions are around the way you look, be it films or events. So, is it dreadful, to look good constantly each time? So, does
It's scary. It's really, really scary. Especially in the initial phase of my career, I didn't look like the other girls. I was not as tall as the other girls. I was not as pretty as the other girls. I was not as fair as the other girls. So I took a beating, because it took a beating of like self-loathing. Like, why am I here? Why am I can't compete with these girls. I'm not good enough. So it went through very bad phase where a lot of people need physically coming and pulling me out of that phase. So I'm extremely, extremely happy to be here, and now I finally got it that it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to look like 90% of the women. I am the majority. So I'm proud. I am the majority. A lot of women on the road, I look like any of them. I am the majority. Why should I want to look like that 10% of the population who are unrealistically, beautiful and plastic? So I finally got to a space where I'm okay with being the majority. I'm okay with representing 90 to even 95% of the female population of India. So I'm proud to be where I am.
Right, so you're now called a fashionista, right? You started off that trend of actually fashion, at least when it came to South Indian cinema context. So, did that put a lot of pressure on you initially?
Yeah.
So you had
I blame Mirza for that. She got me into this damn thing, and now I can't stop. Like, it's so much pressure. All I want to do is go to events like this. This is how I dress on a normal basis. I want to go to events like this. But Neerja's like, no, you have to do the hair, you have to do the makeup, you have to wear the clothes, the uncomfortable clothes, the uncomfortable heels. I'm really tired. I really want to go in jeans and t-shirts to events. And I think that the way she's pushing me, I'm going to head there. I'm going to go in jeans, t-shirt and washed face to events very soon. But we do enjoy playing dress up. I think that which girl doesn't like playing dress up? So again, we appeal to a lot of girls. I think that a lot of people have been following fashion now, shoes and clothes, and looking way more presentable than they used to. So I'm glad girls are having fun, and we're just having fun.
Right. Coming to talk about your films, at the audio launch of Brahmotsvam, you actually said that you're very conscious when you stand next to Mahesh Babu. So were you really serious about what you said?
He's one of the most good-looking actors we have in India, and he can look good in anything. In fact, he looks best in just a normal cotton t-shirt and jeans. You know, he doesn't even have to try anything. He just looks so good in even the simplest attires. And well, yeah, it's that added thing, you know, whether you need to look presentable, you need to look presentable as well with him. And thank God for a really good DOP in Brahmotsam that he took care of half the problems.
So you've worked with all the top stars, Mahesh Babu, NTR, Pawan Kalyan. So what is it that you've learned from them in the process?
Oh, you know, I've always said that working with superstars is way more easy than working with, you know, the next bunch, because these guys are so secure of their position. By these guys I mean, like, you know, like Mahesh Babu, Pawan Kalyan, Surya, they, Junior NTR, they are very secure and very again, what you see is what you get. You know that what you're talking to them is what they are. You don't have to, like, you know, wonder to read too much between the lines. You don't have to try to read between the lines. What you see is what you get, and it's very I find it very easy dealing with those kind of people. You know, it's very easy to go to work to, and when you know the person you're working with. And they all have been truly inspiring in many different ways to me. Like Mahesh he is at the top of his game, and even if the director says superb, amazing, he'll say one more. You know, no, let me just do this one more. So even for the smallest shot, and I think he doesn't even have to. But he does it. You know, and so those days when I feel tired, I'm like, enough. I look at these people, and even at this position, they want to push harder. So, you know, these things inspire me at work. And, well, Pawan Kalyan, he's an amazing person. Like, you know, people would be so shocked to know how he is in real life, you know, because, you know, he might be Pawan Kalyan, power star, but, well, do you know that in Switzerland when we were shooting, I've never said this before, I think, in Switzerland when we were shooting, and he's shy of crowds. Now what can I say? He's always in the middle of some 5,000, 6,000 people, but he's really shy, like, you know, of shooting when there are crowds there. And so, like, in Switzerland we were shooting a song, and there were, you know, tourists and stuff like that, and he was so shy, and he's like, no, you don't put the step, let me walk. And then he wouldn't come out of his van, and then Trivikram had to go and say, you just come, you do it, no, you see, you know how it is. I was like, are you sure? It's like, you know, just watch. And then I was laughing, and I was like, you are power star. Like, this is exactly, there was cajoling, there was like, no, sir, you can do it. And you said, like, really? I can do it? Really? So after I called him Papa Garu. So his pet name is Papa Garu. Papa Garu Randi, please tell me, em parledu. So he's so blissfully unaware of, you know, that of his craze and of his power over influence over people. He's very normal, and he's a very good person too. So these things inspire me as well. Surya has his just determination and his hard work. You know, he has told me, like, you know, initially he was ridiculed. Initially he had a lot of criticism from industry outside that, you know, he might not be a good actor. But look at what he has done now. I don't think anybody in India can play Athreya, Mani and Shivakumar like he did in 24. So it's just like grit, determination, and again, he's completely unaware of his effect on women, of his good looks, completely unaware. He's like, yeah, really, you think so? So I think that the moment you think that you're a superstar, and that I think that's when it goes south. So these people all have their hearts in the right place. Junior NTR, I find zero difference from I worked with him in Brindavanam, which was 6 years back, to now in Janata Garage. This person is exactly the same. There has been no change whatsoever. Even in the slightest, I know how he will react to things, hits, flops, marriage, baby, the outside world. He has not changed for anybody, and I that is an amazing too, because some people, my own friends, in if I don't meet them in 2 months, I'm like, who are you? You've changed so much. The way they talk, everything changes, but it's difficult to find people who are rooted.
Right. So this is your round 2 with most of the top stars, right? What are your conversations like with them?
Now it's on a pally basis. I get along well with most of them, like actually all of them. I get along really well with all of them, and I'd like to think I'm not difficult to be around. So the fact that I'm working with most of them again and again, I think is probably because they don't hate my guts.
What is Brahmotsavam all about, Samantha? What has Srikanth written for you?
I'm very thankful to him. I know it looks like there's so many actors in the film, but he has given me a solid role. And the trailer also starts with my voiceover.
Yeah.
So it is a typical Srikanth Adala film. Again, it's something only he can do, to tell very. Like I said, even in the order list, Chinna Chinna Utsavalu Kalapite Brahmotsavam Avutadi, and that's exactly what the film is.
Right. So you also have Kajal and Pranita in the film. How are your equations?
I don't have any scenes with Kajal. I had I think one scene with Pranita, but both of them have good roles in the film too, from what I know of the story. And I think that this film, it has a lot of love in the film, a lot of romance. So I think that it's been a while since Mahesh has done a film with this much of romance. Usually it's the romantic portion is always like sidetrack in most of his films.
Right.
But this is
proper,
like in the foreground. In like the main. Plot.
Okay, so we heard that you danced a lot for one of the songs in the film. Does it still freak you out?
I had to look drunk while I was dancing that song, so so I just passed it off in that. But dancing doesn't come as easy to me as acting does.
Right, we are equally excited about so what can we expect from that film?
Well, it's the first time that I've done quirky comedy, and the trailer and the teaser has been appreciated. I'm very, very happy with the way the film has come out. I'm really glad that Trivikram sir, he kind of didn't do the whole again superstar film, and did a nice story,
right.
And I think that has come out really well. It has all his signatures on it all over. It's completely a Trivikram film.
Right.
We are just part of his idea and his story, but it has him completely all over the film.
Right. So almost feels like Trivikram Srinivas has written the story for you. Did you actually bribe him?
I wish this was true, and I wish I had this influence over anybody in the industry. No, I think he had this script for a very long time, but he didn't have the opportunity because he was always stuck doing really big heroes films, and this script, I think, is one of his during Attadu itself he had the script actually. So I think because his next film got a little pushed because the heroes dates and
right.
stuff, so he had this time to do so that's how happened. And the thing is, even in a Ye Maya Shesa way, it's actually the boy and girl have equal roles. But when it comes to a love story, the girl always happens to look like she's the center of attention, you know, because usually we're so used to seeing films where it's like it's hero worshipping, that when a girl slightly has a better role than normal, you immediately think that it's you know, focused towards the girl, or it's a heroine oriented film, but I think Nitin and me have very equal roles and equal parts to play in this film.
Right. Trivikram and you almost seem like good friends, you know, and same with Nitin. So was it easier for you to work with friends on?
Absolutely. Trivikram is my like 24-hour friend. I can call him at any time of the day, and you know, he's really my anchor. You know, I have these when I stress, I go cuckoo, like almost like go it's very difficult to kind of calm me down. I think very few people have that ability to calm me down in such high pressure situations, and out of those few people, he's definitely one of them.
Right. Samantha, is about connecting with your roots, we are told.
And acting, I'm just having fun. Half the time, like, you know, like, in that film, I just did whatever I wanted to do. I was goofy, I didn't care, like, you know, how it's going to look on screen. I was just having fun, and I really hope that people like me having fun and not think I'm a complete idiot. It is a very sweet story. It's not a love story, so it touches upon family and, you know, your relationship with your mom, dad. It has a lot of things, and I think that he's told this story very beautifully.
Right. So what is your character like?
She's a rich, spoiled brat, and Vikram thinks that's me. But yeah, she's a rich, spoiled brat.
and Brahmotsavam?
Brahmotsam
is a contrast?
She's a rich, unspoiled brat. Yeah, but she's rich.
So that's the catchword.
That's the, you know, the same adjective.
So is that what gets you to sign that project?
No. Wow, is that how shallow I come across? Yes, that's what it is. That I get to play rich, spoiled and unspoiled brats. That's what it is.
Right.
That's what it takes for me to sign a film.
All right. Your pictures with Sitara all over and create a lot of memes also. So is she adorable?
I've become super famous thanks to Sitara. She's made me famous overnight. I know I was seeing all these pictures of both of us. Look at her. It's very difficult to not like her. She's too adorable, and she's so quick, and she's always dancing and all these expressions. Mahesh hates me for this, but she's definitely going to be a superstar heroine. And Mahesh says she'll become a scientist. I said, sure, she'll play a scientist in the film. Like, shut up. So yeah, I'm sure that she's going to be amazing. You know, she already has so many videos of her dancing, and she's so, you know, articulate and expressive. She's too adorable. I'm completely in love with her.
Right. What does she talk to you? Like, she has looks like she has cute conversations.
At that point of time, I had bought her some nail polishes, so she was actually showing me the nail polish, and those memes were so cute. I got every kind of possible explanation for those pictures. But yeah, it was Sitara telling me, look at my nail polish. I wore the same nail polish that you gave me.
Right. Okay. Talking about your Kannada film remake, U-Turn. So are you trying to look at experimenting with the kind of roles? Or what got you to sign?
Well, I think right now, especially in you know, what's happening in the current scenario, is that content has become king. You know, it's the star worshipping and everything is reducing, and content is coming to the front. So I believe that in making good films now, you know, and U-Turn is not some heroine-centric film, or, you know, some showreel of my ability to be a great performer, but it is a really nice script. And the work is in progress. It's not going to start like any time now. It's still work in progress. But I'm really eager eagerly waiting to start that film.
So are you getting bored of the kind of roles that you're being offered of late?
Yeah, as in the fact that I haven't signed any film after Janata Garage is that's the main reason, because nothing is really exciting me, and I really don't want to get into that that same
Stereotypical,
roles, repeating myself, repeating my expressions. Like when I'm acting, I know, oh my god, I've done this expression like 100 times before. Stop. So yeah, I don't want to do things that force me to become repetitive.
Right. So is there something that Samantha craves for, looks for in your own life? Is there something that you...
In my own life, well,
Is peace something that...
Yeah, I'm looking for, like I said, I've just been so caught up in, with work. I'm looking to find stability and peace outside of work too. Usually my work is my yoga, I forget everything when I'm in front of the camera, and I just give it my all. I'm just looking for something else to replace, this as well. I want to look at stability in my personal life and calmness there too.
Right. So Samantha, you're a role model for a lot of people. Is there any advice you want to give to people who look up to you?
Well, I think that I'm just like anybody else, and anybody can have a dream. Well, I'm a clear example of anybody can have a dream. You come from nothing, so you dream big, but dreaming big also comes with a lot of hard work, a lot of breaking down, but coming back up. And I broke down in front of the whole world, like everybody saw that I broke down.
Yeah.
And it's okay, it's okay to break down. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to not want to get out of bed on some days, and it's okay to have heartbreaks. It's okay to have relationships fail. All these things are okay, everybody has it in their life. Maybe not many people talk about it, but I would like to say that I have been a bad daughter. I have said lies. I have been in bad relationships. I have not been the best friend. Not been so it's okay. I have been there, and I've come past all these things, and so I just want to say that it's okay. You can do it. There's never too late to get up and be better and work harder. Only thing that I would say is work hard. Work really, really hard. Don't expect anybody else to do it for you. Don't expect your mom or your dad or your boyfriend or your husband to do the hard work for you. Do it yourself.
Right. Would you want to talk about Pratyusha Foundation? You started it off after what you went through in your life, and then you just wanted to help a lot of people. So what got you to, what was the trigger point?
I've always wanted to do it. I've always wanted to do it. My mom has been extremely, I've been inspired by her growing up, But I've never, again, like I was so self-centered in whole my rise to stardom and my work, and I never really, I thought about it but never really did anything about it. But when I came back after that whole period, I said, okay, fine. It's no longer about you, it's no longer about the person in the mirror. There's something bigger. And that's when Pratyusha happened, and I'm really, really happy because Pratyusha has given me a lot of peace and confidence. Like when materialistic things, they give you very pleasure or happiness very temporarily. But when you see the faces of, kids' parents, you see that they got their kid back. nothing else can give you that happiness like the face of a mother who you know, who just got back her child. And I think that it does a lot for me. Pratyusha does a lot for me. Well, I have to thank my mother for that, because growing up, we were from a very difficult, I had a very difficult upbringing. And even then, my mom used to give, you know, if anybody came and asked, she would give. So when I have this much, I don't think anybody in my family, including me, had never dreamt that I would, you know, be this well settled.
Right.
So when I have this, and there are, let's face it, let's be honest, there are hundreds of girls who are beautiful, there are hundreds of girls who might be talented, but there's only like 3 to 4 girls who are up there, you know, who do the same, who do the big films, who are up there, who could become big stars. Now, I would say that it's not all them, it's not all you. If you think that it's all you, you're stupid. If you think that it's because of your hard work, it's because you are so beautiful that you're up there, you're really stupid. It has a lot to do with luck, with destiny. And so I think that for me to sleep well every night and be like, wake up in the morning and feel good about myself, I have to give back, you know. Otherwise, I'll wake up in the morning and saying, why are you even in this position? It's not worth it at all. You're not worth it at all. You know, what are you doing to make yourself worth being in this position? And I think Pratyusha is an answer to that.
Hey. Wow. Okay. Profound. Yeah. You've always said that your mom never wanted to know, or probably didn't know what you were doing or what kind of position you're in. So, looking back, how does she feel about what you've achieved from MIHSAW to AA?
Well, I've never been the person who, you know, when I have really bad days, like call up my mom and cry, because I really don't like her. She'll get very upset if I'm upset. So they don't know much, actually. They don't know that I'm Samantha and, you know, how many people love me. They don't follow Twitter. They don't, you know, they don't come to any of my audio releases or any of these functions. So they're quite blissfully unaware about my position. But I think the proudest that I've seen her was probably when I took her to hospitals and, you know, things connected to Pratyusha. So she's extremely proud of me, I know that, and I'm very happy that, you know, I'm a good mix of my dad and my mom. So I think that I have a lot to be thankful for to both of them.
Right, Sam, you've been very, very independent, be it shoots. I don't see your parents travel with you. So is that how you are as a person, very independent, very sorted about what you
I
want?
started working, I think, since from the age of like 14, you know, 15, I studied and I would work, you know, and I've done all sorts of odd jobs. Like even, you know, now when I go to weddings, you know, and I always smile at these girls, you know, and the two girls who I have done that job as well.
Oh.
You know, and they used to pay 1,000 rupees for like 3 hours. Okay, so that's what I meant, like girls dream really big. You know, I'm not embarrassed that that's where I came from. I'm really proud, because it took a lot of work. So when I go to weddings, I turn around these girls and I smile at them, and like, I was there, I would work, I would study during the day and I would do that in the night, you know, and it would be like, I think 800 to 1,000 rupees for like those 3 hours. And, you know, working through college, paying through college, I think I became a fighter really young.
Right. So would you trade your life for something else?
Never. With all the hardships, with everything, I'm really glad, because everything made me what I am today.
So finally, what does a day of being Samantha feel like?
Feel like very normal. Other than the fact that my work is all glitz and glamour, otherwise my life is extremely normal. I hardly go out that much, and I love my bed and my movies and staying at home. That's me. Very normal. Quite boring, actually. I know. I should come up with a better answer in the next interview. At least something like fancy or something, you know, sound less boring.
So Samantha, 50 things to know about you. Okay, so let's start the rapid fire.
Okay.
Okay, Mahesh, Surya, Nitin.
And Nitin, because he's my friend. Okay.
What's your equation with Nitya and Amy Jackson?
Nitya, I have great respect for her. She's a good friend. Amy Jackson, who I think is hot.
Your all-time favorite actress is Audrey Hepburn. Who's your favorite actress in contemporary South Indian cinema?
Contemporary.
Right.
Nitya.
Okay, if you had to pick 3 best songs from 3 of your upcoming flicks, what would they be?
3 best songs?
From 3 of your upcoming flicks.
Okay, so one is Elipoke Shamala from AA. And one is Bala Tripurmani from Brahmotsam and the Brahmotsam title song.
Can you hum one of them?
No, I'd rather die.
Okay, if you could ask Rajamouli sir a role in Bahubali 2, what would it be?
It'll have to be the role of a dwarf, no? Because everybody in that film is like, the minimum requirements are 6'4". So maybe, some dwarf character or something. But anything, I'm willing to do anything.
Who's the one actor that you would love to work with and why?
One actor I would love to work with. There are too many. I can't think of one right now. Whoever I'm working with, again, repeat.
In a line, how would you describe your film journey from Emaya Chesave to Brahmotsam and AA?
Fantasy.
Okay, Jessie, Bindu, Satya, your preferred character?
Jessie.
What role that you regret not doing and was given to another actress?
Impossible.
Biggest learning experience in films?
Don't take yourself too seriously.
Okay, next director you would like to work with?
The same directors that I work with, repeat.
If Samantha were to start a production house, what would it be called?
Orange, and I hope it's as successful as Apple.
How do you describe your fashion sense?
I try.
Okay, what are you more comfortable in, Indian or Western?
Indian. Whenever I'm having a bad day, Indian.
Any fashion disaster you regret?
All my initial appearances, all of them. Ugh.
Best outfit till date?
Best outfit till date. I guess the first ever the outfit that I me and Asia worked on. I guess not because I loved the outfit, also because it's sentimental. I think it was Ataranti Daredi, the audio release. I wore lehenga.
Okay. Any personal or professional goals to accomplish before you hit 30?
Before I hit 30, no, I have only 1 year. What will I accomplish? Well, I just hope that all 4 of these films are blockbusters, so I can just sit at home and be like you were saying.
So you bagged one of the top positions in Time's Most Desirable Women recently. What do you think that makes you desirable?
What do I if I
yeah? What is that one thing that makes you desirable?
What is I think easy to be around.
Okay. Yeah. What does Sam find desirable in a man?
In a man, a sense of humor.
Okay. Do you prepare beforehand for the speeches during audio releases?
I do, but I never end up saying the correct things.
So, one actor you would like to get naughty with?
Chaitanya.
Okay. What's your idea of a perfect date?
A perfect date. A perfect date. What is it? That I don't know it's a date, and I don't like anything prepared. It puts a lot of pressure on me. That's why I hate my birthday, because it's so much of pressure for me to have a good time.
Who, according to you, is the bestest man in Tollywood?
In Tollywood, Chaitanya.
Bestest woman in Tollywood?
Me.
When was the last time you told a lie?
Yesterday.
Okay.
No. Yes.
Did you ever throw starry tantrums on the sets as a mean to vent it out?
No, never.
Okay, an idea that changed your life?
To try films.
Okay, what's the weirdest rumor that cracked you up about you?
A few affairs, really weird.
Okay, if not acting, what would Samantha be doing?
In some really boring office job with pen and paper and glasses and like probably like some accounting something.
Okay,
But I'll be making a lot of money. That's it. I won't be happy, but I'll be making a lot of money.
right. Describe favorite holiday destination.
London.
Okay, diamonds or pearls?
Diamonds.
Okay, 3 things that you would take on a one-way trip
Am I
to Mars.
answering? You're answering. Why are you stabbing? What?
3 things that you would take on a one-way trip to Mars.
One-way trip to Mars. My return ticket back to Earth. And then, my boyfriend, so that he can do all the work for me while I sit in Mars, not baby, I want that. So yeah, just for that.
Now we're so curious to know about this special man.
And the third thing would be an umbrella because I hate the sun.
Okay, an actress or an actor that comes to your mind when I say the following: the boy or the girl next door.
Oh, an actor. The girl is me. I'm poster child for the girl next door.
Right.
Boy. I think Nitin.
Okay, gym junkie.
Rakul. She's crazy in the gym. Crazy.
Competition or threat.
What?
Actor or an actress.
Oh, competition or threat? Everybody. Everybody's my competition. There's the gun behind me.
And no
like,
threat.
Threat? No. Competition, yeah. Everyone's competition.
Right. 3 things that no one knows about you.
Actually, there is nothing that nobody knows because I blurt out everything. And okay, this is exactly how I am at home also. Then surely there's nothing. Okay, you don't know my boyfriend's name.
The best pickup line used on you.
Nobody's ever used any pickup line on me.
Okay.
I'm too scary.
Really?
I'm too scary, really. I am. I'd probably laugh in their face or something, and they know I do that. So nobody wants to pick me up.
Okay. What's the last song that you listened to on your phone or your iPod?
I listen to Elipo Kishamla.
Okay.
From
How does Samantha's day look like when she's not on sets?
When I'm not on set, extremely boring, and I don't want to talk about it. It's too painful.
Okay. One TV series that you're hooked on to.
Always hooked on to The West Wing.
Okay.
And now The Americans only.
Okay. What's on top of your bucket list?
Top is to see the Northern Lights.
Okay. If you got the power to be immortal, what is the first thing you would do?
Immortal. Scissors.
Pass.
Pass.
If you could go back in time, one advice you would give to Samantha in 2009.
That I was going to make it past the 2012 phase.
One event in your life which you would be proud of.
One event in my life that I'm proud of. One event. Is it? There are multiple events. I'm amazing. I love myself. Well, if one event. Quite a few times where I thought I was pretty amazing.
Okay. The last time you really liked yourself on screen?
Terry.
Okay. One quality or trait which you want to give up?
One, my mood swings. I really want to give it up.
Okay. One story about you that you would like to tell your kids in the future as a bedtime story?
One story about me is my love story.
Okay. What's your mortal fear? Snake,
It's
spider?
pretty fairy tale like. What?
What's your mortal fear? Snake, spider or something else?
Snakes.
Okay. What would love mean to you?
Stability.
Finally, who's your boyfriend?
Next time, girl. Not a chance.
You were really good. You were just testing out.
Yeah. I finished 50 questions.
Yeah, we're done.
It's clap for me, you know. I pass it.
So my team is also gonna clap.
Thank you.
Thank you.